My wife and child just got badly. They're not, neither one of them moving.
This is Alex Murdaugh. Once the son of a powerful South Carolina legal dynasty, he now stands accused of killing his wife Maggie and one of their sons, Paul.
I tried to take their pulse on both of them.
Behind his fall from grace lay a series of suspicious deaths, a hitman scheme, allegations of multi-million-dollar fraud over decades, and a painkiller addiction.
And there have been new charges filed every couple months. It's now like 85 charges that he's facing, mostly financial.
Over 2 years before the killings, police say one of Murdaugh's sons, then 19-year-old Paul Murdaugh, crashed the family boat, killing his 19-year-old friend Mallory Beach.
I got a call from my mom to ask me if Mallory was home with me, and I told her no, and she just said that there had been a boat accident.
Paul Murdaugh was accused of driving the boat while drunk during the February 2019 incident. Speculation arose that due to the family's longtime connections with local law enforcement, Paul Murdaugh hadn't been given a sobriety test, nor was he ever handcuffed and taken to jail for questioning or booking after the incident.
The Beaufort County Sheriff's Office tells me it's recused itself from the investigation because of its, quote, longtime relationship with Randolph Murdaugh III, the grandfather of Paul Murdaugh, one of the teens on the boat.
Beach's family filed a wrongful death civil lawsuit accusing Alex Murdaugh of allowing his son's underage drinking. As a result of the suit, Beach family lawyers could likely comb through Murdaugh family finances, something Alex Murdaugh fought at every turn. Paul was eventually charged with 3 felonies, but was never brought to justice because he was killed before ever making it to trial, just 3 days before his father's first court date in the wrongful death suit. On June 7, 2021, Alex Murdaugh called 911 saying he had found his wife and son Paul killed at their South Carolina home.
This is Alex Murdaugh. I need the police to answer immediately. My wife and child just got badly.
In the immediate aftermath, no one was charged in the killings, and previous inquiries into Murdaugh's finances were put on hold as the community rallied to mourn with him.
Mr. Murdaugh was confronted the very morning of the murder by his own law firm seeking missing fees. That's the temporal connection of those two events.
But by September 2021, 3 months after the double murder, Murdaugh was forced to resign from his family law firm after an internal investigation revealed he had been stealing client funds. Just a few days later, the case took another strange turn.
He says he's changing a tire at the side of the road due to a leak, and some man pulls up with a pickup truck, talks to him briefly, and then shoots him in the head.
10 days later, Murdaugh confessed to orchestrating the hit on himself with his former client and drug dealer, Curtis Edward Smith. He had asked Smith to kill him, hoping that his death would ensure a $10 million life insurance payout for his surviving son, Buster. Both Murdaugh and Smith were charged for the shooting, along with other felony charges. Murdaugh's lawyers later stated that their client was depressed and addicted to painkillers when he thought of the scheme, and was checking himself into rehab. 1 month later, in yet another twist, Murdaugh was once again under arrest.
This time because of missing settlement funds in the wrongful death lawsuit of his former housekeeper, Gloria Satterfield. Gloria's sons allege Murdaugh kept millions of dollars in an insurance settlement.
His former housekeeper had died 3 years prior after reportedly falling down the stairs of the family's property. Satterfield's sons claim Murdaugh pocketed the money for himself after pushing them to make an insurance claim while being represented by his longtime friend. From November 2021 to June 2022, Murdaugh received more than 80 charges, accusing him of stealing more than $8 million from more than a dozen people. Alex Murdaugh's luck had truly run out, and in July 2022, he was indicted in the killings of his wife and son.
Are you guilty or not guilty of the felonies wherein you stand indicted?
Not guilty.
Murdaugh's trial for the double murder began in January 2023. If convicted, he faces life without parole.
The jury has to understand that he had been stealing for over a decade, 99 counts to date, and facing essentially life without parole on these particular financial accounts, and that's the significance of what he was trying to prevent from being exposed.